This is Seoul, South Korea, one of the most incredible places on earth, and I'm going to be exploring it. I'm going to show you the top things to do, top places to eat, and absolutely just best places that you need to be when you come out here. Let's get into it. Seoul is the capital of South Korea, and it's known for its famous temples and rich history. It's also surrounded by mountainous and hilly landscapes. After checking into the hotel and getting settled in, it was time to hit the streets of Seoul. And the first stop was Seoul Tower. Gonna be taking this cable car that's gonna be taking us up there. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. The Seoul Tower, it's also known as the Namsan Tower or just Seoul Tower. It is a prominent landmark and popular tourist attraction in Seoul. It's located on top of the Namsan Mountain. It offers panoramic views of the city. The tower serves as an observation deck and communication tower. It has colorful LED lights that change display various patterns at night. Visitors can reach the tower by cable car or hike up the mountain if you're bold. It's a symbol of Seoul's skyline and a must-visit destination for both locals and tourists. It's an overall great place to hang out. You can hang out with family, friends, loved ones. There's places to eat, take pictures, videos. You could just really kick it and just take in the amazing views. The next stop after the Seoul Tower, it was Myeongdong Street. This is one of the most popular streets in Seoul. It's well known for their shopping and it's located in the heart of Seoul, South Korea. You can find trendy fashion boutiques, cosmetic shops, street food vendors, and a lively atmosphere. Myeongdong is a popular destination for both locals and tourists, offering a wide range of shopping and dining experiences. A really cool thing about being in the Myeongdong area at nighttime, they have a night market that they do every single night where you'll see street vendors, put out all different types of food and fruits and all different types of things that you can eat and purchase. But if you're really looking to have like a very unique, dining experience, you want to try local foods, going to Myeongdong during the night market is a really great idea. And a lot of the vendors are there until 10 p.m. I had so much amazing food and my belly was full. Highly recommend you go there, especially at nighttime, to try all the great food. The next morning, we decided to check out another one of Seoul's amazing landmarks, which is the Starfield Library. Now, I kept seeing this library all over social media, and it's pretty much, up there as far as one of the most aesthetically beautiful libraries in the world. It is a popular public place located in the Coax Mall. It is known for its vast collection of books and its unique design. Featuring towering bookshelves that create a tunnel-like structure, visitors can read books from the library's collection, use provided tablets, or simply enjoy the serene atmosphere. Starfield Library has become a popular destination for both locals and tourists, serving as a cultural and recreational hub in the heart of Seoul. You can literally spend hours upon hours just reading books or just sightseeing and just people watching. It is such a cool place, and again, when you think of library, you don't think of like how cool a library could be, but I'm telling you, when you go to Seoul, you definitely gotta check out this library. After leaving Coax Mall, decided to go check out the Gangnam statue. What is the Gangnam statue, you might ask? Well, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a very popular and trendy song that went something something Gangnam Style. Whoop, 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 whoop. Gangnam Style. Whoop, 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 whoop. Something Gangnam Style. So essentially what that song was all about was the Gangnam region, right? Which is a very popular region in the Seoul area. And this is where people are trendy, hip, and live a lavish lifestyle. And they essentially literally had a statue outside the mall that was like, it had the two hands that was like in the form of how the dance goes, right? So I figured, hey, listen, I don't know the next time I'm gonna be in South Korea, I gotta check out the statue, and it's right outside the mall. And literally they play the music, they play that popular song right next to the statue as well, which is pretty funny. So people were like dancing, including me. Next stop after checking out the famous Gangnam statue was Bungusa Temple. Now listen guys, this temple is very, very popular. It is a Buddhist temple founded in 794. And the cool thing is about this temple is actually right near Coax Mall in the Gangnam area. This temple has more than 1,000 years of history and has many interesting historic and cultural features. You can walk around, check out the garden, the temples, and really immerse yourself in the Korean culture. The entrance is totally free, so I feel like this is definitely a must when you're in Seoul, South Korea. Now, later on that night, I want to have a show, right? I want to experience something really cool in Seoul, South Korea. And what I came across was the Banpo Bridge, and they have an amazing rainbow fountain show. Now, this bridge is a very notable landmark, known for its unique design, vibrant nighttime displays. It also has a double deck bridge in which the upper deck is it accommodates cars driving by. Then the lower deck is like a walkway. And what really makes this bridge special is the moonlight rainbow fountain, which is truly a sight to see. To my understanding, that this fountain show takes place between May to October, but even if you're not there during those times, this bridge is definitely still a sight to see. The fountain system can create a mesmerizing water and light show, making it a popular attraction for both locals and tourists. It is a true symbol of innovation that South Korea has to offer. The next morning, I felt like being a kid again, apparently. Well, I went to a place called Sports Monster, which is a game and sports experience center, which is a lot of fun. This center provides activities for all with no need for special equipment or gear or anything like that. But from being able to play basketball, practice my swing, they got this crazy vertical drop, a 360 swing, things to climb, things to crawl under, just all different types of activities. It's a truly, truly fun experience despite, doesn't matter who you're with, family, friends, loved ones. I truly feel like this would be a good place to hang out and break a sweat and just kind of do things that's kind of off the beaten path of just what regular tourists do when they travel. Highly recommend going to Sports Monster. The next day, I did probably one of the most crazy things I've ever done while traveling around the world. And it is going to the DMZ. What is the DMZ? The DMZ stands for Demilitarized Zone. This is a special place in Korea where the two countries, North Korea and South Korea, meets. Yes, North Korea. Now we all know North Korea is a forbidden place, so you know where I'm going with this. Now this is an actual tour where they'll pick you up at a meeting point. Now here's something really important. You can book this tour on Viator or Get Your Guide. What I want you, and they'll tell you all of this, but what I'm gonna remind you to do is make sure that you bring your passport. And after you do all that and show your documentation, you start heading towards the DMZ. The first stop of our DMZ tour included seeing some statues and memorials relating to the Korean War and the DMZ that's cut off so many families. You also get a chance to see war tanks, aircrafts dating back to the war, as well as the Bridge of Freedom, which many South Koreans cross to come home after having displaced by the fighting. While it was a very interesting stop, I was excited to get to the third tunnel. Despite the DMZ being put in place, North Korea, they still tried to invade South Korea several times, which is crazy. In fact, 4 sizable underground tunnels have been discovered in the DMZ. But the third tunnel is the only one visitors can go inside during the DMZ tour. It was very cold, dark, and eerie, and I wish I was able to take my camera, but you're actually told to leave all your devices. And we also had to even wear helmets in case rocks fell on your head. The journey back up was very steep slope, so make sure that you're in good health and you're dressed very comfortably for this tour. And then after that, they take you to an observatory area, which is really cool because you get the opportunity to really actually observe North Korea from afar. You can actually see the North Korea flag. I saw people walking their dogs. It was a truly unique experience that I never thought I would genuinely have. But a part of me kind of wondered, am I really seeing people walk with dogs, or is this fake? I guess I'll never know, but I would highly recommend that you do the DMZ tour for sure. Later on that day, we went to Yangbakgung Palace. This is probably one of the most popular landmarks in Seoul, South Korea. And here's my recommendation for you. When you get to this palace, before you go into the doors, go across the street and rent yourself a hanbok. Because a hanbok is a traditional Korean fit And the reason why I recommend it is because this is really a thing to do. A lot of people actually do that very thing. They'll rent this attire and go to the palace, and it gives you that old school, you know, Korean experience. Now, I rented mine for 4 hours for only about $30, which is really, really worth every single penny. Now, this palace, it is a historic palace in South Korea. It's like a big, beautiful castle where kings used to live a long time ago. You can see amazing buildings, big gates, and colorful roofs. And wearing these hanboks and walking around alongside everybody else, it makes you feel like how it was way back in the day. It's like stepping into a movie from a long, long time ago. Yeongbok Palace is a special place to learn about Korea's history and feel like a prince or princess for a day. After leaving the palace, we walked right over to the Bukchon Hanak village. This village is such an amazing place to walk around, and you find so many gems. It is a special place in Korea where old style Korean houses called hanaks are kept and preserved. People can visit this village to see what life was like a long time ago in Korea. The houses have a curved rooftops and wooden walls. It's like stepping back in time to experience Korean history. Many tourists love to visit and take pictures there. It's a little piece of the past right in the heart of Seoul. When you're in Seoul, South Korea, this is truly a village that you just have to go to and experience. And there's a lot of cool places to see, and there's also cool places to even eat as well within the village. So after leaving the village, certainly worked up an appetite after doing all that walking around and taking some nice pictures. And typically I like to either Yelp or Google some places to eat, but I said to myself, let's just kind of walk around and see what we kind of come across. And as we were walking, we saw this little organic market, right? It was like a really small shop, and we walked inside to perhaps grab a snack until we found a restaurant. But as we walk inside the shop, we actually came across a restaurant in the shop. And after looking at the menu and seeing the presentation of the restaurant, I said, you know what? Let's eat here. I think this looks like it's good. And let me tell y'all something. You know, when we got the food looked amazing, but then actually eating the food, listen, this food was amazing. Probably one of the best things I've eaten while being in Seoul, South Korea. And I would highly encourage you eating at this place. I tried to figure out what was the name of it. I looked at the business card. It said a flower blossom on the rice, bukan. Hopefully that's something that you can look up. But guys, let me just tell y'all something. This was the perfect way to end the trip. And as far as the last meal, I have no complaints. It was A1. And that's the end of the trip. Guys, Seoul, South Korea, absolutely amazing. I give it a 10 out of 10. If you enjoyed this video or got any type of value, hit the like button. Also, let me know in the comments if you plan on going to Seoul, South Korea, or you've already been there, or maybe you're from there. Let me know in the comments. And guys, I'm gonna see you on the next adventure. Let's get it. Let's go.